Okay, so here's the two parts of the Caswell coating. See, it's half of the container here and half of this one. So I'm going to be mixing this. I'm going to put out about an ounce of xylene just to make it a little thinner, so I can have more working time, and plus so I can make sure every little bit of Caswell goes in every little corner of the tank. It worked for me in my tank, so I'm gonna do that the same here, because I can just put here there, but then it gets too gooey, and then too gooey and doesn't really flow good, and places at the tank might not get coated. So I know that this 1 ounce of liquid, I did 6 of these millimeters, 5 millimeters, and I put them here, and then I weighed it on a scale, and it was 1 ounce. I might go just 5 of them, which could be almost 3/4 of an ounce, or 0.8 of an ounce. So just to make sure it's not too thin, because you do that too also when the weather is too cold or too hot. But right now it's 70 degrees, so it's a good thing. And I'm gonna go do it in the basement just to keep it nice and cool, but I could do it over here, so see what I feel like. But that's what you do if you want to thin it out. 1 ounce of xylene. If you don't have a scale, if you have a syringe there with like this one that you can spare one from when one of my kids got sick, that's what they give them to give them the antibiotics, so I use this anyway. So to make an ounce of xylene is 6 of these 5 millimeters. Okay. That's 5. I'm gonna put 5. Probably is gonna make it thinner. Okay, so we put this in here. That's it. Mix it up for 2-3 minutes. Really mix it good. And then pour it in the tank. Okay, I mix this for about 3 minutes, 3-4 minutes. Remember, I have a little extra working time because of the xylene, so it's not as you know. Now it is soupy. That's where you want to have it. Perfect. So you're gonna put a little bit in here just to see how fast it's getting hard. Just a little bit, so you know how much time you might have to work with. Just a little bit. Just cover the bottom. That's all. Yep. That's it. Let's go on the bottom. See how it moves. That's how you want to be moving in the tank, so it coats. And you do it like this, like that, so forth. See, like that. Okay. Leave that there on the side. Now we have a plate over here. Okay. Yep, that's it. Just make the kind of like so. And that's it. And you put it in here, and you push it in a little bit. Take the excess out. That's what you need. You just need to cover the top. That's it. Okay. From this point on, you want to time yourself. Should be about 45 minutes with the thinner mix. Okay, let's put this on. I'm putting it down this way towards like I was putting gas because I wanted to coat the bottom first really good. So if it floats all the way down, I'm good with that. Okay. If anything comes out like I did there, just wipe it off. Okay. Alright, let's put a plug. If you need a little extra, put it back on. Okay. Okay, like that. Now we put duct tape over. It seems like it's nice and tight. Okay, so from this point on, just turn it around. See, it's already some there. See the brown stuff over here, and on the side, like so. Then we go to this one side. It goes this way here, towards this way here, and like so. Now let it settle a little bit for a couple seconds. This way, and you get the idea. Pretty much like that throughout the 45 minutes that you'll be here. So I don't have to show you that. Okay, took off all the Pentas tape and all the tape that I had here trimming to cover the holes here. I trimmed the excess Play-Doh there. I'm going to be cleaning the rest with a little Silene here now. Just wet it and just clean out the rest of the Play-Doh that was there. After you trim the edges here with a knife, just make sure you don't drop the knife, because otherwise you're gonna puncture your Caswell coating. So you trim the edges, right? I see a little bit there, but that's no big deal. And then it's gonna be some of the from the Caswell itself when it was coating the inside. There is a vent hole here and another vent hole here that is gonna get sealed by the coating. Just make sure that when you're trimming the Caswell, that you make sure, well, it's still a little bit tacky and pliable, still soft, to punch a hole through here with a nail like so. And make sure you don't drop it, obviously, and you push it through on both sides like so, and make sure you push all the way out. And even if it falls through, like it's some of there of the Play-Doh, I'm just gonna blow it with the air hose there and clean it out before I put the gas pump and gas in there. Okay, so after you do that, then obviously there's going to be some, when I take this from here, right, it's going to be here, as you can see, there's some in there, nice and hard. And that's why I didn't put Play-Doh here, because I wanted the edges like so to be coated by the Caswell. There was some of it that it went like this, right? So when I took it out, it was still a little tacky, so it broke off, but it's okay. Once the gas pump goes in here, it's going to seal. You just want to make sure it's here, nice and sealed here. And that's it. You can see it's shiny in there. And it's done. It's already nice and hard. But I'm going to leave it. It's when I did the trimming, it was about 3-4 hours after I put the coating. They was still a little soft. Like right now, if I try to trim some, it can be done, but it has to be with a Dremel instead of a knife. So you don't want to do that. Okay, because yesterday I could do this with the nail like this, just my nail, and it will come out. Right now I can't even make it indentation there. Alright guys, so that's it. After this, you see, that was the little excess over. That's it. This is from the plug. There's some in there. That's it. Alright guys, so remember to just to go through the steps again, from the beginning to end. You take off the gas, obviously, let it get dry, evaporate the gas, let it get dry for about 2-3 days. If you can let it soak in the sun for a few hours each day, that would be great. Then after that, you rinse it with water, plain water, then let it dry again. Then you put the screws, drywall screws, shake it for about 15-20 minutes, then take off the screws, wash it with water and soap water. This time you want the soap water, nice and warm water with soap. Rinse it good. Once you rinse it good, let it dry for another day or two on the sun again if possible. Then after that, you rinse it with the xylene, and some of the particles will still be there, so you just make sure you take them off. Once you rinse it with the xylene, just let it dry. Just let it dry for another day or two. You don't have to wash it with water again, just as this. And then after that, after the xylene rinse and this xylene is dry for a day, put the Caswell, work it, put the mixture, which is 2-in-1 ratio, and then a half an ounce of xylene. I would suggest to you guys put xylene with half an ounce. So I said that 1 ounce of liquid of xylene would have been 6 5mm for this, so it would have been 6 of them, 6 5mm, or 6 tablespoons of xylene would have been 1 ounce. I took it to work and I weighed it. So, but it gave me like an hour and a half of working time. I mean, it's gonna get hard. Look at day, see, look at days. A day, thing is like a rock. But I mean, if you have the time, it's okay. It just makes sure it makes sure that I did it, because I want to make sure the tank gets coated everywhere. If you just do the 2 parts epoxy, it just gets too gooey and it doesn't flow good. So, but on a mild day, like it was yesterday, 75 degrees, 70 degrees, it was like 75 degrees. Use half an ounce. So three of these syringes, three of them, that would be half an ounce, and probably it's going to give you about 45 minutes to an hour before it starts to get hard. And that's it. Alright guys, so remember this is a entertainment purpose only video. If you don't feel capable of doing it, take it to a certified mechanic or a certified painter. They can do this job for you. It's a simple job, I think. It just needs time to prep it. Otherwise it will not work. If you rush it, if you want to do it in a day or two, it's not going to work. Alright guys, hope it will. I hope it helps somebody here, and so you don't have to be worry about ethanol gas tank problems, expanding problems. Alright, take care. Ciao.